Welcome back to Orange Nation TV.
Well, Jack, you know, spring sports here at OSU are more than just the paint of the bats with softball and baseball. There's a lot of other spring sports, golf, track, and women's tennis, and there's an intriguing story there in itself.
That's right, Jordan. Sam Russell got a chance to profile one of the many women's tennis players from the Ukraine on the OSU team. She has the story.
That's the Russian equivalent of "Go Pokes." The first question for a tennis player like Marina Tekinko might be how she took up the game.
Went Northeastern State University. It's in Tahlequah, Oklahoma for 2 years, and then I have been transferred to OSU.
But a second question might be how she got to Stillwater, Oklahoma from her home in Kiev, Ukraine.
I'm here on the full scholarship, tennis scholarship, and I came to Oklahoma because of my sister. She was already here for a year, so that's why I came here.
We were recruiting Marina when she was straight from high school, and something happened and she couldn't make it to OSU, so she decided to go to a different school. And then she realized it was a little bit lower level than OSU is, and then she decided to come to OSU. So after she graduated 2 years over there, she transferred to our university.
Besides playing tennis, Marina is active in other activities as well.
I've been involved in Latin dancing, and I'm interior designer for the Latin Dancing and Cultural Club at OSU.
So last, what is next for the soon-to-be graduate?
I haven't finished tennis yet, but I already miss it, so I think it's going to be emotional for me last matches, and I will definitely keep playing. Of course, I'll take a break, but I will keep coming to the courts.
Although Marina may be graduating soon, she plans on keeping active in tennis and pursuing her career in interior merchandising. For OSU Sports Media Club, I'm Sam Russell.
Thanks, Sam. All spring just makes you think baseball, hot dogs, apple pie, and Chevrolet. And this year, Jack, you have to change that baseball to softball, as the Cowgirl softball squad has had a lot of success this season.
That's right, Jordan. And you know, their success would not be possible without the left side of their infield.
8 feet may not seem like much, but in softball it can make a great deal of difference. Sophomore Mariah Gearhart knows firsthand. The California transplant earned all Big 12 honors last year at shortstop. A strong recruiting class forced head coach Rich Willigman to reevaluate his starting lineup to field the best team possible. Willigman looked to his star shortstop for change.
You know, when you just look at a player, her personality as a player is very aggressive. She reacts really well off the bat. She's quick. Certain things that helped me think that she would, and it's come true.
Shortly before the season, Willigman made his decision. Gearhart would be the Cowgirls' third baseman, and incoming freshman Chelsea Garcia would fill the hole at shortstop. One might expect there to be mixed feelings between the pair, but they hit it off, and their relationship on the field continues to grow.
We're always communicating, and I always told her, you know, when we first went out there, I was like, you need anything, I'm right there.
Always turn to her and I'm like, what am I supposed to do in this situation? Because she was here all last year, and like the drills we do and all the different things, she's a lot of help.
When I asked Coach Willigman about their relationship, he said he was not surprised that the two connected.
I want them to do that, but that's on their terms. I don't want to force them into things, and because I know Mariah, you know, moving from short to third, she's learning too, and she's had to learn a new position, so I'm sure a lot of her focus was on taking care of her position.
As both Gearhart and Garcia prepared for winter break, the two were still unsure where they would play. Moving from shortstop to third brought a lot of change, forcing Gearhart into the weight room before the start of the season. The coaches in Gearhart focused on keeping her glove down and improving her reaction time. Garcia took a different approach. Not knowing what position she would play, she focused on second and third base while home for winter break.
And I remember my sister, I had her hit boss me at third because I was like, I don't really know where I'm going to play. And
although there have been big changes defensively, Gearhart has continued to excel offensively. She leads the team in batting average and on-base percentage, and she has already surpassed her stolen base total from last year.
From the pitcher to the batter on a softball field is 43 feet. Over those 43 feet, the Cowgirl pitchers have crippled their opposition. As proof, Anna Whidden and Sarah Odom have already won more games than they did all last season. Whidden attributes their success to the way they've managed games.
We're keeping them from scoring as many runs as they did last year and keeping us in the ball game, and we're finishing strong in the last couple of innings instead of whereas in the past we would kind of let up and they'd come back and beat us.
Odom, or Odie as her teammates call her, finished her freshman campaign with a respectable 8-6 record, but that 1 year of experience has made all the difference for the Southpaw.
Last year, I got to learn a lot my freshman year and just really get to experience Big 12 ball and how that's different, and definitely a step up from just any other teams that we play, the intensity and the competition that we face.
Head coach Rich Willigman has noticed the change in his pitching staff. He says compared to last year, his pitchers are doing a better job of controlling the strike zone and hitting their spots.
That was one of the things that we've kind of worked on this year is, establishing the inside pitch, making them move off the plate, and then, throw a strong outside pitch.
Behind every great pitching staff is usually a solid defense. The two work hand in hand. The defense is relied upon to make plays, and when pitchers can locate, it makes the job of playing defense a little easier.
They're allowing our defense to play defense. When you can hit your spots, the balls usually don't get hit as hard or as crisply, so you can make plays on them, and we've been able to play pretty good defense behind them as well.
Having a strong defense also puts the pitchers' minds at ease, knowing they don't have to be perfect for the team to win games.
Our defense is just amazing, where it's a lot easier to be able to throw all your pitches with confidence knowing you have a solid defense behind you that can make plays for you and get those outs.
Because Odom and Whidden carry most of the load on a 3-person pitching staff, they often come in for each other, so it helps that they have different strengths to give hitters different looks. The starting catcher can attest.
Anna's does her screwball. Odie's, I would say, screwball, but her curveball gets a lot of righties, so it just goes right in their hands and she gets them.
In the end, Coach Willigman says the game revolves around pitching. They touch the ball every pitch and the pressure can add up. So far, the Cowgirl pitchers have dealt with that pressure by leading their team to one of its most successful seasons in recent history.
Thanks, Chad. The Cowgirls look to continue their success next month in the Big 12 tournament.
Well, be sure you stay tuned right here, because coming up next, we're going to take a look at the record setters this year in track and field. And of course, Jack, we can't get out of here without heading to Boone Pickens Stadium and taking a look at what went down during the Cowboy football spring game. But first, as we leave you, we'll take a look at the remaining Cowgirl softball schedule.